Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy John. Let's get locked in. Let's go. We got the ring. That sound is still popping somewhere. I believe it's the YouTube one. Yeah, it's ring. Y'all hear it now. I know y'all hear it now. Yep. What's going on, y'all? Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Wednesday. I know it was Champions League night. I just didn't have time to watch any of the games because I was working. Yeah. I have a full-time job here. So I did have a chance to look at the results, though. The boring one we can get out of the way. Arsenal apparently beat Bayern. It's a damn... Somebody needs to stop Arsenal, you know? Because they look too damn good this year. Somebody needs to stop them because I cannot deal with Arsenal fans going all the way as far as they can in the Champions League as well as the Premier League, because while I do believe that they are going to be the favorites and I think they will win the Premier League, I'm not too sure about the Champions League, but as a squad, they look good, man. I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't be able to deal with Arsenal winning the double. So we got to stop them. Some team in the Champions League got to stop them. You know what I mean? But the game that I want to talk about is that Liverpool game. What happened? Jamie Carragher, Mr. Carragher. You know, I got love for you as a pundit, dog, but I feel like I remember you telling a specific Casemiro to leave the football before the football leaves you. And it looks to me like a certain person that was beefing my Wayne Rooney, who's talking all that big, seems like he's having a bit of a problem. Just saying. Yeah. Guadalupe Rivera, what's going on, my man? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. And Neil Agrawal says that was a Declan Rice masterclass. Perfect subs by Arteta. I did not get, again, like I said, I didn't have a chance to watch the game, but I'm definitely going to take a look. Honestly, that was a managerial masterclass. I'm definitely going to have to figure out a way to... Definitely gonna have to figure out a way to watch the game, but a whole bunch of people in the chat saying 6-7. I still have no idea what the hell that is. So don't 6-7. I don't know what that is. Katie Marie joining us in the chat. What's going on? Dundada joining us. What's going on? Let's jump right into it. Let's get into it. Alice, what's going on? We're gonna take in the first caller, except. Kyle, I don't know if you're listening. I'm not letting you in here because you're going to start swearing and you're going to start being like, I told you so, blah, 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 blah. Kyle, if you promise you're not going to swear, then I'll let you in. Yeah. And you're going to have 4 minutes. Okay. Then I'll let you in. What's going on? He's Judo. What's going on, y'all? Ron Kundu. What's going on? Yub. What's up? Still haven't forgotten the Chelsea game. Estevao is a quality player. Oh my goodness. Chelsea just somehow continue to find themselves the gems, man. They continue to find them gems. Okay, Kyle, I'm going to bring you in, okay? All right, we're going to bring in our first caller for the evening. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you, Kyle?
Good, how are you, Sir Jonathan?
My name is not Jonathan, it's John. All right, I'm going to put 4 minutes on the clock for you. You're going to have to talk to me.
I'll take like 2. That's all I need.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. What do you need? Guys, wait, hold up. Before Kyle goes on. Guys, Kyle he's like my producer, cameraman buddy of mine that's on here ready to go off about Arsenal because I was saying that I was Team Bayern today and he was not happy. So go ahead.
I understand this is a mainly Manchester United themed content. And I just want to say it does get better for you guys. You know, I graduated high school and I watched Bayern score 10 across 2 games. And I would go to school and I would have not nice words said to me. And neither of those guys even watched footy. They just saw Arsenal was getting absolutely destroyed. And then I would go to bed upset and I would wake up upset. And here we are. 8 years later. I woke up at 7 a.m. on a weekend to watch Mustafi. And and all these guys, like, it was bad, you know? And I feel like it is our time.
Is
You
it?
know?
I
I
don't.
mean,
I think,
watching the same? Are we watching the same 11 here? Like, oh my lord, are we watching the same 11? Listen, I understand. I have a bias towards the Gunners, but dude, name a better team playing footy right now besides Arsenal. You know, and we're always injured. Odegaard's finally coming back. He's looking good. He's got no confidence because he doesn't know how to shoot the ball apparently, and still, he's no Mesut Ozil. I'll tell you that.
Look, Kyle, look,
And then we
look,
got
look,
Gyökeres,
Kyle, wait,
you
no,
know?
no, you don't even need to. You don't even list. You don't even need to list these players. I think in the Premier League, I think Arsenal are the top dogs right now, without a doubt. The consistency, the depth and quality, 100%. Yeah.
The world.
No.
You said
But-
England, and then you meant the world.
No. So when Arsenal meet PSG in the Champions League, y'all gonna get cooked.
Dude, okay, we heard that last year. PSG really didn't look that amazing. Arsenal had their chances. Dude, look what PSG did today. They almost lost to the worst club in London.
They scored. Vitinha went on a madness, scored a hat trick.
Okay, yeah, Penn. It was what 2-2 at one point, and then they just got some. It was 4-3. It was a close game against a club who's awful, one of the worst teams in England. They put up a fight against PSG.
And
You're telling me I'm supposed to be scared of that club that let Tottenham score 3 goals? Come on now. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to that. you know?
Okay, so all right. So before you leave, how far are Arsenal going in the Champions League?
They're gonna win in trouble.
What?
Yeah, what happened? Did I say something confusing?
Yeah, confusing. You said something absolutely crazy. The treble. You must be out of your mind.
I mean, dude, if they could play without, if we like, all jokes aside, if they can stay healthy, there's no shot they don't they Arsenal can field almost 2 11s. If they had QR back, we would have won everything.
Here we go. The QR shot. Okay, QR again.
Like Gabriel comes back. Like, dude, Arsenal can almost field 2 11s. Like, no club's got that. You know,
Okay.
you got clubs losing to Everton down one and having an extra man. You got those teams where Arsenal's playing up. That's not competition. What is that? You know, we're being Bayern Munich. Teams are losing the clubs against Everton. They got a red card fighting their own teammate in the 10th minute.
Okay.
And we're supposed to be scared of someone in England? Come on now. Liverpool's losing to every team by like 7 goals. Liverpool looked like they forgot how to play.
Okay. This is not the first call that I wanted to take today. I thought you promised me you were going to just talk about Arsenal and how good they are, and that was it.
No, yeah. No, you said no cursing, and I'm not. And then we have dude, last thing, and then I'm gone because I know my 4 minutes is up. I'm so sick of all these footy fans acting like New York Yankee fans, right? They're pissed off that a team that they don't like is winning, and then they try to talk ish on that club, and then they bring up championships and trophies they won years ago. That's not relevant. I don't care that you won 30 years ago.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Kyle-
It's ridiculous.
he's bringing in baseball. I don't know any baseball talk. So if any Yankees fans are in the chat, that
Yankees
wasn't me.
won every World Series in like the 50s, and they have the most World Series wins ever. And then you talk about how bad the Yankees are, and they say we have 27 World Series. No one cares you won 80 years ago, you know? I saw a Bayern Munich fan said they were going to win 7-2 today. And then the comments were clowning him, and then he was talking about how many Champions League trophies they won, and that, it don't matter, we lost a group Champions League game. Come on, bro. You're saying you're going to beat a club 7-2, and then you get like beat like that, and then now you're being like, oh, it's not even that big of a deal. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
I'm sick of these fans. I'm out.
Okay. Thanks, Kyle. He just mic dropped. He didn't even say bye to me. Okay. I wanted a Manchester United fan to call in, but instead we had our good friend of the channel, Kyle, jump on, and he basically just bigged up Arsenal and he roasted Man United, and somehow Yankees fans caught strays. So if you're a Yankees fan in here, I'm sorry, that wasn't me. That was Kyle. But yeah. Honestly, we kept going today. But I just want you guys to know, if you guys are joining us for the first time, this is our live call-in show. So if you guys are interested in calling in, please get involved in the bio. The link is going to be somewhere. Yeah, the Discord link will be there for you to join our community, and then you can just find the voice channel, the room called Waiting, and you can just hang in there for a little bit. And if you guys do get selected, make sure that your audio is in a nice and quiet place. And of course, as always, please remember to be respectful. And yeah, we can have a conversation about anything and everything. Before I bring in the next caller here, we have Ube11 says Toronto is better. Toronto, as in like Toronto, the baseball team. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Toronto has the Blue Jays. Yeah. Kawaii Kitty having a blast. Katie Marie says the Yankees fan. This is 100% true. No. Let's not roast any Yankees fan in here. No. Actually, a lot of my friends around me actually are not Yankees fans. Now that I think about it, many of them are Mets fans. Jimmy is a Phillies fan. Chatty Smokes, that's a crazy conversation. Kawaii Kitty says I don't have Discord and I'm probably okay. Well, look, there might be a little bit of swearing here and there, so I do apologize in advance if you guys are young and if you guys are from the Young Immaculate Collective in here. But I hope you guys enjoy the show. Let's get right into it. Numero uno moderator, as always, the clutch moderator, dropping the Discord link in here. Let me bring in the next caller here. What's going on, Doc? Welcome back. So Doc is a Bayern content creator. What's going on? You're gonna have to talk to me, Doc. What's going on?
I'm very sad, bro. I'm very sad.
I saw the results. I'm sorry to hear.
I have two emotions after a Bayern loss.
Okay.
And maybe you can agree with that. If we play well and we lose, I'm sad. If we play like booty and we lose, I'm just angry at the world. That's what it is, bro. I just want to listen to my emo music and fly in my car. That's all I want to do, bro. I'm so angry. There's just so much in me right now.
Okay, all right. Well,
it's crazy.
I didn't get a chance to watch the game, Doc. But was it that bad? Was it utter capitulation in the sense that like Bayern just had nothing?
Habibi, we just forgot we had a midfield. We just decided, hey, we're gonna have Upamecano play a long ball that's gonna get intercepted every stupid time, and I don't understand. I don't understand. Harry Kane ghosting, which is crazy again. Olise tried his best, but missing Lucho, missing Musiala and Davies obviously hurts. But I think you can agree with me when I say this. I hate Arsenal, John, with everything in me. With everything in me. And it's all because of their fans. It like burns in my stomach. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Damn. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I can only imagine the frustration in the Champions League. But I do, Doc. I actually, funny enough, at the top of the season, what I said was when people were asking me about my predictions for the Champions League winner, I actually predicted Bayern to win because I still do believe that Bayern has plenty of quality and potential. I actually did. You mentioned a bunch of names there. I think the injuries is what's really causing a bit of the issue right now. But let's not get it twisted. Arsenal is a quality side at this moment in time. So it's always going to be a tough game. But I think when the players come back, I think Bayern still has a great shot at pushing forward.
Let's move to you now. Do you know who my Premier League club is?
No, you're gonna have to talk to me on that.
Up the Toffees. Okay, sorry.
You're an Everton fan.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm a huge Tim Howard fan. I met him one time, and ever since then, I've been a fan of his. It was like an early, probably 2005 is when I met him.
I see.
Yeah, so I'm a big Tim Howard fan.
Okay, well, let me be completely honest with you. I am not enjoying this at all.
Oh, that's fair.
I am not. Fair. I was on a call for a work meeting, and somehow there was an Everton fan in that call, and I was like, I've never met an Everton fan on call for work before, so it was a first. And he proceeded to lightly roast me, and we were in a professional call, so I was like, and then now you're calling me.
That's the best time to roast somebody, isn't
it? Sure, but not to me right now because I'm feeling down.
Buddy, I'm a pharmacy owner, right? I've owned a pharmacy for 6 years. So
Okay.
if you want professional, I'll give you professional. But if you want Dr. Mix-a-Lot, you're gonna get Dr. Mix-a-Lot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Fair assessment. Did you get a chance to watch that game?
Sorry, Johnny. Thank you. No, I did not. I was gonna watch it on live, but I didn't have a chance to.
Okay. Well, let me be honest with you. Everton fought like absolute warriors, so congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. All right, man. Go do. Hey, man. I love your content. Keep it up, Johnny. All right.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you for always checking in. Appreciate you.
Always, buddy. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Doc for checking in again. Of course, Doc, a Bayern Munich content creator, big fan of FC Bayern, and finding out today that he's also an Everton fan. You know, it's the crazy thing with football, especially when here in New York, you know, a lot of my friends were Manchester United fans, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, you know, a lot of these fans from all around the world, but they were rather quiet back in them times. You know, it's only now, all of a sudden, everybody's chatty. Everybody's chatty. You know what I mean? And I'll give you that. You have your right to. Yeah. Let me see who's next. Who was next on the call here? Youb was next. Youb, can you hear me? What's going on, Youb? Can you hear me? Talk to me.
What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. How you been?
I've been good. I've been good.
Good. Talk to me, Youb. What's on the agenda for you today?
I don't know if you remember our first time calling in the first episode. I said at the end, Chelsea would finish third in the Premier League.
Okay.
I am here to change my decision.
What makes you say that?
After watching what we have done to Barcelona on Tuesday, absolutely dismantling that high line, exposing them. Estevao, Fuking, Delap even they let Delap get a goal. All due respect. And then the Kunde own goal. I am here to change my decision.
Okay.
From third place to second place. Yeah, I did all that hyping for second place. I'll be real. I did all that hype for second place.
Oh, you, my man. Don't you think you're jumping the gun just a little bit? Is it just the Barcelona result that's getting you hyped?
It could just be a lot of adrenaline in the Barca game. It could just be that.
I love the honesty.
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. It's just this team feels different. I don't want to say that because I feel like everybody says that about their team. After like a good game.
Yeah, but genuinely does it. I mean, Estevao in particular. I mean, you guys have yourself a talented gem there. But genuinely, does it really feel different?
Oh yeah, it feels so different. And bear in mind, we're doing this all without Palmer. Like the moment Palmer comes back from his toe injury, which I genuinely think is a hoax. I don't think it's real. I don't think that toe injury is real. I think it's mind games.
Really?
When we come on Sunday, 11:30 Eastern Time, against Arsenal at the Bridge, they're gonna see what Chelsea's made of. This will be the real test for Chelsea.
Ooh, you was on smoke. He said Chelsea, we coming for everybody. Oh man. Okay, you.
I want everybody.
Okay. You know what,
everybody.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna check in with you again. Yeah, let's put a pin on this. We'll check back on this conversation in about 2 months' time, right? And then if you change your prediction again, then I'm gonna demand a my bad from you. Yeah, because you're not really allowed to change your predictions like this. But I'm gonna let you rock because you seem like a good guy and we have a great conversation. Yeah, but I'm gonna let you rock. Talk to me before I let you go. Yeah. How far do you think Chelsea will go in the Champions League, though? Because Chelsea, like you said, against Barcelona, they looked insane. They looked good.
I don't know. Okay. The Bayern game concerned me a lot when we first played them. But I think we just got a lot better from there. Like, draw against Karabag, we'll ignore that because that's actually like a horrible result, to be honest. But a huge win against Barca. A win against Benfica, I believe. A win against Ajax. Those are all three decent teams, and Barcelona being Barcelona. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I know we're talking about Champions League, but in the Premier League, I think we've been unbeaten for the last few games, and our form right now is just insane right now.
Uh-huh.
And I think we have next in the Champions League. We have Napoli, we have Paphos, and we also have a quick check, and we also have Atalanta. All three winnable. I think the Napoli one's gonna all three winnable. Does that mean that we're gonna win? No. But I do think we're going into those games as favorites.
Okay,
So
but
for my final prediction,
yeah.
just because I've been on smoke for some reason this entire conversation, I'll say semifinals.
Yeah, okay, you okay? All right, you.
Say semifinals.
Okay. All right. We'll check back in on that one as well. That prediction as well. You. Thank you for calling. Appreciate you, my man.
Thank you for having me on.
As always. Let's bring in the next caller, Ray. What's going on, Ray? Talk to me. Oh, wait, sorry. It's Ray. Don't worry. I'm not going to start your timer just yet, Ray, because I want to read this comment here. Tex-Mex Ninja in the chat says, bro, I haven't consumed any United content since the L flew in live to watch from Houston. Tex-Mex, I'm so sorry to hear that, my broski. I'm so sorry to hear that. I've heard horror stories of fans who travel from Asia, from Africa, from the Americas to go watch Manchester United. I can't even imagine what that feeling. Look, it must feel so bittersweet. When I first visited Old Trafford, I had a chance to watch United win, and although it was a boring game, it was still a 1-0 win, and I was so grateful that it was a 1-0 win because I personally genuinely feel like we needed that win at that time. I remember clearly because I think Pogba was injured, Zlatan was injured, and we were building momentum, and yeah, and this was still when Dele Alli, Sonny, and Kane were together. That lethal front three, and for me, I was so relieved. But I heard stories of where a fan, a guy and he brought his daughter with him to watch United for the first time, and they got thumped. I can't remember what game it was, but I remember they got thumped, and they were upset about it, and all kinds of sad stories. But for me, though, overall, I think the number one priority in an experience perspective is just the idea of getting to watch Manchester United play and going to visit the iconic Old Trafford. I think that is probably the priority for us fans. Us meaning the fans that have to, go very far distances to travel to Manchester to watch the games. But yeah, I mean, of course, it would be great if you got to watch a win. Absolutely, yeah. Kawaii Kitty says, what are the predictions on? Well, the prediction. Well, I think we were talking about predictions with you on Chelsea. Norwegian Crusader says, how do I call in? Y'all can find the Discord link. Do I need to pin it, Vish? You're going to need to let me know. But y'all need to find the Discord link. It's in the bio. It's somewhere here in the YouTube chat. Go scroll up, find it. And then you guys can call it Wait in the Waiting Room. And we can have a full-on discussion. What I'm going to do this time, because we're waiting for Ray, I'm going to bring in the rest of my community here, and we'll have a chat together, and I'll give you guys, we'll have a 12-minute conversation, because it's three of y'all. Ray, Thandy, Maggie, Vish, are y'all here?
Hear me?
Yes, Ray. What's going on, Thandy, Maggie? What's going on, Vish? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Oh my gosh. We have the squad here. Okay, well, let's start with Vish, because he's numero uno moderator. You get to pick the topic. Yeah?
Is it alright if I say Manchester United?
Yeah, let's talk about Man United.
Right.
Before we do, I just wanted to touch on one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a prick, but I just have to plug in your reel from today, John. Just the Matty glaze. It's immaculate.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
Daddy Becky said, I don't mean to be a... I know a lot of you guys enjoyed that reel. for some reason, the past few days, just mad people been coming in my chat just glazing Maddie. And like, y'all know I got mad love for Maddie, but it was like people were talking about how jacked he was and how shredded he was. I was like, all right, damn. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a video out of it. So I actually messaged Maddie the night before. I was like, yo, Maddie, I'm going to make a video out of this. And he thought it was hilarious. And I'm glad y'all enjoyed it as well. Okay, but anyways, thank you for that, Danny Baggy. Let's go back to Vish. Vish, talk to us.
Yeah, so I just want everyone's opinion on this meltdown after Everton's game.
Okay.
Like, I understand where everyone's coming from. It's just come off the international break. We feel like we're ready as fans to enjoy the game, to go back full force, and it was devoid of any energy, right? But it's just one game. I understand the game is to win, right? And we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything to win that game. But I think we do have the energy to move on forward and try and do it against the other teams that we're against. Like, I know that there's this thing about our next few games that are supposedly the easiest games. If you look at our next fixtures, I don't think they are. There is no easy games anymore, at least not to us anyway. So we need to go into every game thinking we have to be the better players here. We have to be the ones with full of energy. Do what we've been doing from the start. Just start your games really high energy, win the ball back, get that control, and just play the way that you're supposed to play, that we do for like 60 minutes. And this whole thing about Casemiro as well. I get he's good for 60 minutes and he has to go off, but for once, can he just stay on for like 70 minutes, 80 minutes? Just move him into that full game, just to see how it goes. That's what I wanted to say on that, because I think we could be better with him in.
Really?
Full
Okay.
time.
Okay. Well, let me. This show is more about hearing your opinions. Ray, you can start with us. You can start with that. Take us through your thoughts. So, what do you think about that?
It was just one of weird energy when the guy who got kicked off for Everton showed more passion in that 9 minutes he was on the pitch than a lot of our players did. I wish Casemiro could stay on for 70, but he did pick up that yellow card in a very bad tackle yesterday, so that was very smart for him to be pulled off, because if he stayed on, he got his second yellow card, all the chats would be about how Amarin doesn't know how to manage, and that's already the conversation now anyway. There's a lot of Monday quarterbacking afterwards where everyone's saying that Amarin had to be risky, but I don't understand that. There was a really considerable amount of time in that game where we basically had 10 people attacking with either De Ligt or Euro in the back, and then we would just try to rotate Shaw, Euro, and De Ligt back there. So we just didn't have anybody who hit at the net. Bruno had a couple of chances at it. I think even we had some chances, but it wasn't close. And then Pickford, for some odd reason, was playing his best game in 3 years, maybe outside of the England squad. That was like his best game ever. He was getting every.
I agree.
So it's and here's the thing, and Vish, I think here's the thing that for me, for the United fans, and I think this is standard for most football fans for their teams. I mean, is Everton just not supposed to play hard? Are they not there to try to get a point or try to get 3 points too? Yeah, and I wish we did better. I mean, of course, they went down 10 after 9 minutes. We should have probably put 2 across the board already. Shows that we really do miss Cunha. Shows that we do really miss a 9 in Sesko or whoever we need up there. But otherwise, it's sport. You lose. Sometimes you lose terribly. That's what happened yesterday. That's what happened against Everton. That's what happened against Grimsby.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Exactly, Ray, and that I think the sort of the realistic take from the two of you gentlemen, I agree 100%, and the chat here agrees. The chat here seems to agree, but there are certain comments here. For example, Tigist Yasin says, I think it's a risk leaving Casemiro on after a yellow card. Justin 10 says that loss to Everton still hurts. Self-paid Felix says Maguire must play the whole season, every match. And Ray, you mentioned Cunha there. I honestly believe that if we had Cunha and or Harry Maguire available for this game, I actually think we would have been able to get something out of this. I really truly do believe that. But again, let's remember, We were going against the 10 men. Yes, it sucked. It sucked, and it definitely needs to be better. But it is, like Vish said, one game. Thanny Maggie, we'll come to you, my man. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What's going through your mind right now?
See, when you talk about commanding the box, usually you say that for the keepers, but for a 9, that's important too because you stretch the line out. With Xerxes, what we were doing was we were relying on our other players to make runs, get crosses in, and even if those crosses were coming in, our line wasn't just high enough, and there were so many balls that were punted into the box which just didn't get a touch. Maybe because Shevko is like 6'4" or something. Well, I don't know what that is in centimeters, but you look at that and you think, okay, why didn't we have as much XG? Yeah, we were not consistent in energy because of the lack of Cunha and Ahmad playing cam. But when you look at that inconsistent energy that you're having in terms of a 9 who cannot stretch out the opposition, even a 10-man opposition, it was just pathetic. Like, you see a team play like a 4-4-2, I don't know, 4-5-1. Everton was just blocking us, and it's just the same deal that we've been suffering. Like, teams play a low block against us, we can't do anything, and we just cry. That's all it comes down to. Like, it's back to last year, so that is why it's even more depressing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hear you. Go ahead, Bish.
Can I just check in there? Yeah. So on that, I think yesterday, I think the game against Everton was Ahmad and Mbumo when they're on both sides at the same time. So I think they played on the right, and then they switched. I think within 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, it was when Mazraoui subbed off for Mount, then went right wing back.
Yeah, so during the entire game, I noticed both Mbumo and Ahmad were trying to cut in at every cost. I only saw Mbumo cross the ball once by going on the right that entire game. I think that's what was lacking. And I think that's why when Dorgu went off, I think he wanted Dalot to cut in so that whoever was on the opposing side, I think it was Mount at that time, would overlap. So then Dalot could cut in on the inside and Mount could go in the overlap, but it rarely worked. And I think because everyone was so towards the inside of the box rather than stretching play out like you'd expect against a 10-man team. And there weren't any third runners, I assume, because of the 2-man midfield. And I think that's why everything was just launched at Xerxes, who, to be fair, did get a couple headers off, but he's not the one to be throwing crosses in. And I think when Šeško is playing, we rarely cross the ball to him at all. So I think there's a bit of disconnect during that time, and there needs to be more than a plan A to play in to create goals. And I think, as people have said, Cunha would have easily slotted in on that left side, dragged the ball up towards us, towards the attacking play, either out wide or inside, and then would have created overloads in the opposing areas for us to switch it and have a few more chances.
Agree. I think the dynamism and that the sort of the straightforwardness of what Matheus Cunha brings was so sorely missed, especially when Everton was sitting so compact. Even when they went one man down, yeah, they were fighting with that like sort of that galvanized, motivated, that energetic. Almost looking like they had 12 to our 11 at many points of that match, but more so importantly, from a structural perspective, they sat in a 4-4-1 / what is it, 7-2-1. Like, they were so defensively compact that we needed to figure out other ways to not just stretch at times, but really just figure out ways to pierce through those banks of 4s or bank of 7 or whatever it is. Really making those, like you said, the third runner in through the channels. But Ray, I'll go to you, and we'll maybe start slowly wrapping up this conversation because we want to make sure we give time for the folks waiting as well. But we'll start with you, Ray. How do you feel right now? Like, after that result is sort of, I guess, marinated, are you worried at all? Do you fear for what's to come? Because Ruben Amorim said himself that he's a bit concerned that he's almost scared of, going back to last season. And I think every Manchester United fan here does not want to go back to last season. So how do you feel? Where are you right now?
I'm on the cautiously optimistic side, like I usually am with teams, but then you may not take that well because I was cautiously optimistic with ETH on his last year also. So what the hell do I know? But I mean, I think Amron's trying to build something that he wants to build. I think he's missing a couple of pieces. Let's face it, if Dorgu could just make a cross in, we'd be a lot more dynamic, especially on that left-hand side. Because when you have Mbuemo and Ahmad on the right-hand side, they're really dynamic, but you can't focus on them the entire time because their opposing defense will just focus on that side as much as possible. Which is, for me, I'm thinking whether or not Amron's thinking about risking Shaw and putting him as a left wing back if Leach is healthy enough to survive an entire game and play the left back. Because out of everybody we know on that side, Shaw can put in a cross. I don't know anybody else who can put a cross on that side.
But my issue with my issue with Luke Shaw is that I just don't think he has the legs anymore to make those wide runs. I don't even think he literally has it in him to actually go full throttle like he used to.
He was trying yesterday. He had some runs where he was actually inside the box yesterday.
Yeah, no, I remember those. But I mean it more so
if he doesn't have to play so deep so much to play the center back position, and he can still switch back and still be defensive. But then again, then why have a guy? If you can't, you should figure out if he can do it or not. We're having Bruno figure out if he can play the deeper role when he's a better 10. And if Shaw has a better cross, then you got to put things there. Because honestly, at this point, I'd like to see if Shaw is better than Dalot on that left wing backside.
So just try it.
Just try it. The guy's 30. He's gonna get, if he gets injured, he's gonna get injured, and he'll be right back for the World Cup.
Danny Maggie, go ahead.
Yeah. No, that sort of brings me to my next point. I was thinking that, all right, we've spoken about the build up and how we were stuck in a 4-4-1 against a 4-4-1, but even in transitions we were really sluggish. And when you see that in transitions technically we should be really good because you have Bruno who can be efficient and elegant. He's made to do the efficient Michael Carrick sort of role, but he has that elegance that we want him to use. We were and then you have the likes of Casse who can also do that elegant sort of role, like in this season as we've seen. You've got Mbumo who's fast, you've got Ahmad who's fast. But why were we so bad in transition when we have a striker who is made for link-ups in Joshua Zirkzee? We were just having such a bad day. Yes, it was so weird because even the team that we had put together in the lack of Cunha and let's say Sheshko, that wasn't working either. So I mean, I'd say it's a bad day in the office as well. But I am also cautiously optimistic about the project.
Okay.
Hey John, I have to go, but before I go, can I ask?
Sure.
Does Kobe get loaned out in January?
I think so.
He's going to crack the team, and he wants to play World Cup.
I think so.
He didn't do much yesterday.
I think from a Manchester United perspective, they're in a position right now where it's like from a quote unquote bargaining perspective, we don't have the chips to play the better hand almost. I think right now at this moment in time, if Kobbie Mainoo, and this is obviously also due to the fact that Kobbie Mainoo just hasn't had a chance to really, get a decent run into the season, as well as, not really turning up like he showed us the qualities that he has, a few seasons ago. So I think while there is that element of, it is a both-sided situation, I also do believe that if Manchester United were in a better position, we would definitely have an opportunity to be like, hey, Kobbie, you can't stay because we need you for so and so and so. But I also do think that we have to protect Kobbie Mainoo, the quote unquote, the future investment. And from a Man United perspective, we don't want to lose Kobbie Mainoo, So I think it is very important that Man United also needs to kind of look out for Kobbie's best interest at this moment in time. Yes, of course, the club's best interest should always come first, but Kobbie is a player that we need to protect in some way. So I do think we will lose him in January through loan, and I would like for him to stay, of course, but again, I also do want to see him go to the World Cup. I would love to see him, find form for whatever club he plays for during that loan spell. And loan spells generally work. It's my concern is that what happens if we need a midfielder. I don't mind Cubby going on loan. I just need us to bring a midfielder. But okay, we're running a little bit out of time here. But Vish, let's wrap up on your thoughts. How are you feeling? I know, Vish, you're a little bit more of, I guess, quote unquote, the glass half kind of fella. So talk to me.
Agreed. Yeah, I think we're all right at the moment, but there is questionable things that needs to be looked at, and it needs to be figured out quickly. Otherwise, I think Amorim's time might be in question, and I don't just think from the fan base; it might also come from the higher ups as well.
Interesting.
I mean, we've heard that Jim, like with the 3-year thing, but then say we come to say the season ends and we're below 8th. Is that is that realistic for him to be like 5th next season? Is that good enough? Probably not.
11th, 2nd, 13th, 11th, 6th. Those are the first 5 years of Sir Alex Ferguson. The fan base would have wanted him fired, and actually they did. They brought posters. The same year he won his first English title, they brought posters saying, "Fire him, enough is enough." So I don't know.
Trajectory is actually comparable to a lot of Manchester United managers. Even Ten Hag was similar to, and so yeah, that doesn't really apply.
Vish, you could just wrap up. I know you had something. No, it's all good. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was done. I was just apologizing to him.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Vish, go ahead.
Yeah, just want to say that just keep supporting the team. Just do what you do as United fans. Just try not to get into the negative engagement that's out there. Because after every loss, I know people want to scream into the void. People's reactions to do that. I look at the Bayern Munich fans today. They hate the Arsenal loss, but you can tell next game they'll just jump back up, do whatever they need to do. I think that's what we need to do, and I think that's what the team needs to do as well. Because there's certain players that mentality is that they drop after a bad performance. But I think the likes of Dalot, the likes of Luke Shaw, well, once they lose games, their mentality drops. But you need someone like you, Bruno, like you, Casemiro's, and even sometimes you Cunha's and you Mbeumo. And Mbeumo's doing it like really well at the moment. Like he's been like dubbed like one of the best wingers this season, right? Like he might not be scoring too many goals or too many assists, or he might not be like handling us back to where we need to be, but he's slowly doing everything that he needs to be doing.
Yeah.
And I think he's showing it by doing it on the pitch, and I think all the others can try and do the same, especially Bruno. If Bruno can do that as the captain, then it's going to drag everyone up.
I agree.
And I think that's what we kind of would need.
I agree. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Okay. Yes, Ray, you got one last one. We got to go. One last one.
I was watching CBS today for the Champions League, and Jamie Carragher, no lie, his quote was, "I've never been one to say the manager should be fired." Literally his quote. I'm of the team that the manager should not be fired. Okay. I swear.
Just when you thought you couldn't hate him anymore.
I just started laughing. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This guy wanted Cameron fired last year.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all.
Take it easy.
Take care. Thank you. All right, guys. Big up to Thandy Maggie. Big up to Ray. Big up to Vish. My day one. It's the wrong one. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Sorry. Shouts out to them. Let me read the chats before I get to my last caller for today. Brian12 says, John, do you ever talk negative about the club since you're on Man United's YouTube? No, I mean, I don't really. I answer this question all the time, but I'm going to answer it again. What does negative mean? I don't think it has to be from a positive perspective versus negative. I think it could be realistic, you know. I guess if you quantify or qualify criticism as negative, then I am. Yeah, of course I'm negative in that sense. Of course, I do criticize the team. I do criticize the performances. If you've been following me at least, I mean, if you haven't and if you're new, that's cool. But if you've been following me, you will know that when things are bad, I do call it out. But I do find it very important for me to make sure that the content that I speak, I mean the manner in which I speak about things is bred or born from an angle of respect and understanding that it doesn't have to be me sitting here screaming and shouting 24/7. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be coming from a place of just pure rage and just being disgustingly nasty. Because sometimes when you get to that point, it's really easy to go past the line, that boundary. You know. And I was reading and I was listening to some conversations or from other content creators. And look, I got all the love for all and respect for many of my fellow content creators. You know what I mean? But I was listening to some other content creators today talking about how like they were attacking Bruno and like, you know, just going off about him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can say things like Bruno could have done better. He should have done better. He is captain. Yeah, you can say those things because that's criticism and that's valid, right? Whether it's true or not, it's your opinion. And if you want to criticize his lack in performance, that's great. But to attack him and to go over the top and you know and call him a rat and things like that, I think that's wrong. You know, and y'all will never see me do that. You know what I'm saying? Me Day United says Bruno not the problem. I don't think he's the problem either. You think you know? And the last thing I'll say before I bring in the last caller is, do you think Bruno Fernandes wants to play in that role? I don't necessarily think so. Bruno, you think Bruno doesn't want to play in his preferred position? Of course he wants to. Of course he wants to. But he's doing it for the team, and he's working his absolute socks off, and that's what I love and respect about Bruno. And he's trying. Yeah, absolutely, he's trying. You know what I mean? 100%. All right, I got to go soon, so I got to go. So I'm going to take in one last call. He's been waiting for a long time. Yes, my good sir. Talk to me. What's going on? Or madam, I can't really see what the thumbnail is saying there. What's going on? Talk to me.
Might be quite quiet. Is that like good noise?
Hey, my man, I can't hear you that clearly. Is there a way you can maybe sort of, are you talking through a speakerphone or something?
What? Give me 1 second.
Okay, cool. Let's wait for him to fix his mic. But in the meantime, I'll read some comments here. Rohan says, Esteval turned out the player we expected Garnacho to be. I don't even want to waste my time talking about Garna. I think it's a waste of my energy at this moment in time. Umer X says, Bruno is also the same player.
Is this better?
Yes, much better. Talk to me. What's going on?
Right. Man, I've been watching for very long. I can't believe this is happening, to be honest.
Hey, I'm happy to have you here. Talk to me. What's the topic that you want to discuss today? You got 4 minutes on the clock, my man.
To be honest, I think about like Cunha and Sesko's like impact, like I've said in the chat before, that how they bring so much more threat to this side, and like how much like attacking flair we lack when like they miss out. And I think that's like one concern for like the future, because I think the depth is like, I guess we have one like rotation player for like each position per se, but they're not like, the quality is like a huge like drop. You know what I mean?
100%. I do agree. I think there is a bit. Look, we have solid players in this team, but let's be real. If we want to be more consistent and if we want to be a bit more of a threat, we need to improve and up the quality. That's without a doubt. And I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I agree with you 100%. And your point, my man, about Cunha and Šeško, I agree wholeheartedly. I think missing Cunha in particular was such a huge miss, because he definitely provides the threat and the flair, the word that you used there. I agree 100%. How did you feel about that game afterwards, though? Like once the sort of the dust settled, how did you feel overall? Were you still upset? Like for example, like today, did you wake up still feeling upset about it? Are you worried at all? Like talk to me about it.
I mean, it's still like, of course it's going to have an impact with you, because it's still like a major loss. Like,
sure,
it's still a major like disappointment for you, like for us United fans. But
absolutely,
you kind of just got to get over it, to be honest, like in my opinion, because like you got to just put the loss behind you, and you have every right to be like disappointed and mad, but you can't like keep moaning about it, like I would say.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'll take that. But again, I do agree. Like what you said there earlier, it's of course it's shocking, and it is one of those games where it's like, oh, I cannot believe that we lost that way. But do you feel overall that Man United can potentially? Oh, actually, maybe I could ask you this: Do you think we should be moving for any targets in the January transfer window?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get onto that if you weren't ask me.
There you go.
I think we need for sure left wing back, and unless like Shaw like would really step up in that role, but I still think even
We lost you there. We can't hear you, my man.
to see more Bruno in the 10, because I think he'll operate like more efficiently, and like that's where he's more comfortable playing.
Okay. Well, I just don't think we'll have enough, because we're not going to spend. Let's be real. We're not going to spend that much money in the January transfer window. But if you had to fill one position, where would it be? Would you prefer bringing in a midfielder in the January transfer window or a left wing back?
I think probably it's hard to say, because you think about it. You have Casemiro, Mainu, and like Bruno. They all try and compete for the position, and like I guess Ugarte as well. But like comparing to left wing back, I guess it's like both positions. You have players that are able to do something, but they are not like consistent. If you know what I mean. And for me, probably midfielder is more important, because Dorgu, I think he's a great like player, but he still needs to be molded, and I think he could be molded into a really good player. So I guess if not necessarily, we have to have another left wing back if we already have that depth in Dalot and Dorgu.
Yeah, agreed. My man, thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. Is this your first time calling in?
Yes, yeah. I'm so nervous, to be honest.
You did
I've been
great.
watching for a while and love your videos.
I appreciate you, my man. Hey, well, you're more than welcome to come back, yeah?
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, man. Okay, awesome. Shouts out to the homie. Yeah, guys, honestly, I think, take care. Honestly, I think overall, Manchester United fans, I think we're all in the same agreement. I think it does feel like absolute crap that we lost the way that we lost, and it is somewhat shocking. But I think, at least from our community's perspective, I think we're pretty straightforward in the sense that, like, we brush our shoulder off and we move. We keep going, and I like that. And again, I absolutely love these call-in shows because I love hearing your opinion, and I'm so grateful that you guys are all respecting the rules and keeping it chill and keeping it, and again, if you guys are very fuming and upset, you guys have every right to call in and be upset too. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm more than happy to hear you out 100%, because that's what it means to have a conversation, and I absolutely enjoyed today's show as well. But I know you guys are waiting in the waiting room. I do apologize, but we are out of time for today. I had a great time. Honestly, I had a great time. I wish I had more time to do more of these shows, but I hope you guys also enjoy this as well. But I'm going to end it here for today. We'll be back for sure sometime, I don't know, this week. We'll figure it out, yeah? But that's it for me for today, guys. If you guys are brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And, of course, hit that notification bell so you guys are always up to date on when I'm either dropping new videos or when I'm going live. I know you guys have been enjoying the videos recently, but yeah, I'm super grateful for you guys. Yeah, and that video that Thandy Maggie was talking about, go have a watch if you haven't had a chance to do so yet. It was a lot of fun, but it's a good place for us to leave it, guys. Thank you so much as always. I love y'all so much for all your love and support. Be happy, be healthy, take care of all your loved ones, and until next time, I'll see y'all real soon. Peace.